everybody goes like this. Everybody does this. Tupac doesn't do that on the album. He does this. Nobody fucking realizes that. That's how open-minded I am and so in tune with how everybody's mind is so mediocre and average, okay? Everyone's like, West Side, with the middle finger on top. No, Tupac, his useless finger is what I call it, was on top, okay? I'm in tune, man. I fucking watch and I look at society and say, why the fuck is everything so fucked up in this world, all right? Why is everything so messed up in this world, I might say. I'm trying not to cuss. That's how Tupac was doing it. Go look at it. Boom, mind blown. Your whole life, your whole reality is shattered just because Tupac was like that and not like that. Because everybody goes like this. Nah, Tupac was like that. Boom, baby. So take the review from me, someone who grew up on this music, someone who's listened to the album and researched it, and someone who makes music themselves. I'm a rapper, I'm a hip-hop artist, I'm a guitar player, I love death metal. Everything. Come on, take it from me. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Demise Music and Entertainment here. There's a lot of talk Tupac lately, right? Because the Tupac movie, when I was younger, I grew up with Tupac, always, you know what I mean? Like, who doesn't know about Tupac? I used to have conflicting things, right? So I used to be like, Tupac, whatever, he just talks about this too much, he just talks about that too much, whatever, right? But if you really think about it, like last night I was talking to my homies about it, and some of them kind of biased about it, but I'm like, just look at the impact, okay? The big impact that he had. There's a reason why there's a huge impact, because he spoke from the heart. Okay? Yeah, he had a loud mouth. Yeah, he talks shit. Yeah, he was contradictory. But he's human. Aren't you human? Huh? Don't you go through shit and have your good days and your bad days? Okay? Tupac, All Eyez on Me album review. Let's get into this, okay? Tupac, All Eyez on Me is diamond, okay? I think in order to get diamond, it goes gold is 500,000 units sold. Platinum is 1 million units sold, and diamond I think is 10 million sold, right? Maybe. Okay, so it's diamond certified. Thriller by Michael Jackson, diamond certified. Some album by the Beatles, I don't listen to the Beatles, diamond certified. Led Zeppelin, diamond certified. That means 10 million or more sales of the album, right? I believe, okay? Diamond. Tupac, All Eyez on Me is a double disc. The reason for that double disc to come out is because when Tupac got bailed out of prison by Suge Knight, Death Row Records, it was a 3-album contract. Suge Knight said, I'll bail you out of prison. You come over here, you make 3 albums for me, Tupac. Okay? That is your thing. You come over here, I'll bail you out if you make 3 albums with Death Row Records, and that's it. Do that for me, and then I'll bail you out. Tupac agreed. Got bailed out of prison and got straight to work with Suge Knight, okay? During this time, Tupac was reading Machiavelli stuff. He was reading, he was attaining knowledge. He even said in an interview, he said, the power is not in the guns. The power is not in the gangs, okay? The power is in the books, the knowledge. I'll freaking post up some of the stuff for the video. He says the power is in the books. The power is in the knowledge, okay? Because when it comes down to it, the mind is what really matters, okay? The mind is what keeps you in poverty. The mind is what keeps you rich, okay? In all honesty, he was becoming awakened, okay? He was becoming enlightened. These books were training his brain, and it was saying, yeah, whatever, you could be the biggest, baddest motherfucker, go out there, shoot somebody, be big gangster, right? Which he was doing. We're all faulty of something, right? But he realized all that shit is not worth it. Now look, the knowledge is more powerful than anything, okay? Now, when he came out, and it was Death Row, brought him out, imagine being in prison and getting bailed out. You're gonna have a celebration. You're gonna have a party. You're gonna have a good time. You're around some big name rappers, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, all that good stuff, right? So therefore, you can't let them down. You're coming out, you gotta be excited. You gotta be like, hey, I'm bailed out and I gotta do this 3 albums with Death Row Records, okay? As time's going by, he's hitting up the studio. He said 3 songs a day. You have badass producers that are ready, putting music together, like Daz, I think, right? And all these other producers, Dr. Dre. It's already set up. So Tupac's like, keep them coming, keep them coming. I'm just going to keep rapping. Tupac's work ethic was already insane, right? Now imagine if all these producers and everything's, the blueprint is already mapped out for you. Imagine that. If I had that stuff, Demise me, I make most of my beats, like fucking 90% of my beats. But if I had producers and everyone like, hey, it was already paid for, ready to go, I had a contract, then I'd be having shit done. I already make music on my own, make the beat, make the shit on my own. But imagine having all that at your fingertips, right? Or whatever you call it, like having a producer saying, hey, I got these 3 beats. I could do 3 songs easily a day. That's what Tupac was on, because it was already mapped out for him, okay? Now, songs like Ambitions as a Rider, songs like freaking Gangsta Party, right? With Snoop Dogg, ain't nothing but a gangsta party. Life Goes On, all that stuff. Now, the reason why All Eyez on Me is a double disc is because, remember I said 3 albums it was supposed to be? It ended up becoming 2 and 1. All Eyez on Me was supposed to be 1 album, and he was going to do another one, and he was going to do the Don Illuminati, so that would be 3. But because of timing constraints, they had to lump together 2 albums and put it out as a double release. I've done my research. I've been listening to this album since it's been out since what, 95, 96? I've been listening to this album since I was a kid. It was a double release because of the time constraints, and they had to put 2 albums together and push it out. Thus, double disc was supposed to be 2 separate albums. Okay, go research it. It's a fact. Now, All Eyez on Me, Tupac put that out because he owed Suge Knight 3 albums. Okay, 2 albums were lumped together, All Eyez on Me. Now, Tupac stated, and I saw an interview and these multiple occasions, they have said, Tupac said, that album is what it is. Go listen to it, whatever, it's done. But I lost my essence as Tupac. I lost my focus as Tupac. That's why that album is what it is. It's cool, it's whatever. Wait for my next album, Don Illuminati, the 7-Day Theory. It was the 3-Day Theory at first. Go listen to my Don Illuminati 7-Day Theory that's in the works. I'm going back to my roots. The reason why I'm changing my name to Machiavelli, because he was inspired by the books of Machiavelli, the writings of Machiavelli, Niccolo Machiavelli. He said, wait for the new works. I'm changing my name to Machiavelli because I feel like I fucked up my whole Tupac name. I fucked up. He did. Okay? With all the stuff, imagine all the stress going on. He made a mess. Big old mess. Alright? So, in all honesty though, when you really think about it, All Eyez on Me, platinum album, diamond album, sold multi-millions of copies. Tupac's heart was not in it. The production was great. Tupac puts his heart in everything he does, right? But he didn't put his full into it. Okay, now that sounds contradictory because people are like, what do you mean? Demise, what the fuck you talking about? He stated in the interviews, go fucking research it, go do your research. He owed Suge Knight 3 albums. All Eyez on Me was 2 of those albums put together in 1. He recorded it so fast, and he even said, they said, wow, your album, All Eyez on Me, is everywhere. This is the most badass album that came out. And they're interviewing him and Dr. Dre. And then Tupac was straight up saying, yeah, whatever, leave that album where it is, that's what it is. He was way more excited, way more ready to evolve into Machiavelli, okay? He was like, I messed up my Tupac name. All the scandal, all the shootings, all the stuff, getting shot, all the BS, the press, all that stuff. He's like, I had to let that go. And that's why I evolved into Machiavelli. Because the time in prison he spent, he was reading and he was inspired. through knowledge. He was ready to go into political activism. He was like, it's not about West Side, West Coast versus East Coast. It's not about West Coast versus East Coast. What it's about is worldwide. He was saying that. He said, this is West Side. There's a West Side in New Jersey. There's a West Side in New York. There's a West Side in Cali. He stated that with the Outlaws. He said the Outlaws are from New Jersey. Why the fuck would I be working with the Outlaws from New Jersey if I was all about the West Side, the West Coast? He brought them out to the West Coast and said, hey, come live this shit. It's evolving, forever evolving. And he let All Eyes on Me stay where it was. Badass album. Not my favorite Tupac album, okay? Not my favorite. But you cannot deny the fact that it's 10 million copies plus sold. That's diamond certified. And it's, come on, how do you want it? How do you want it? How do you feel? Coming up with a kiss, right? First song I ever danced to, I think, with a girl. So they combined 2 albums into one. Boom. One that came out after that was Machiavelli, Don Illuminati. Then Death Row, he would have been done with, and he would have been on the Machiavelli records, okay? But he got shot and killed, all right? How Do You Want It is good. Gangsta Party or whatever they call it. But there's so many badass albums on that song. I mean, there's so many badass songs on that album. My bad. So, good album. Amazing production. Amazing job by Tupac. I mean, come on. He released that shit so quick, so fast. But like I said, he was on to bigger and better things, evolving into production on the All Eyes on Me album. 10 out of 10. Come on, you got some heavyweight hitters. Dr. Dre, Daz, I think, right? So the production, of course, is 10 out of 10. That's why it's the best of the best from the West Coast, you know what I mean? Rapping, I'll give it like a 9 out of 10 because think about it. He was kind of just going in there, writing the stuff down with his work ethic. He just was like, let's go, let's slay it. Let's fucking go on there, boom. Let's record it. Go listen to his other works on Me Against the World. Like so many tears. He's like really thinking about it. He's like, okay, I gotta write this. And If I Die Tonight, like that, those are like 10 out of 10. This I'd say 9 out of 10 because it's still good. He's still speaking from the heart, but he's like, hey, we gotta push these songs out. So it's less on the overall focus of it and like, okay, let me pull out my intuitions and my passions. And it was more like, okay, I'm passionate about music. Let's go. Let's write it out. Boom. Album cover, badass album cover. I mean, come on, he's like this. And for the record, everybody out there has got it fucked up. Everybody goes like this. Everybody does this. Tupac doesn't do that on the album. He does this. Nobody fucking realizes that. That's how open-minded I am and so in tune with how everybody's mind is so mediocre and average, okay? Everyone's like, West Side, with the middle finger on top. No, Tupac, his useless finger is what I call it, was on top. Okay? I'm in tune, man. I fucking watch and I look at society and say, why the fuck is everything so fucked up in this world? Alright? Why is everything so messed up in this world? I might say. I'm trying not to cuss. That's how Tupac was doing it. Go look at it. Boom, mind blown. Your whole life, your whole reality is shattered just because Tupac was like that and not like that. Because everybody goes like this. Nah, Tupac was like that. Boom, baby. So take the review from me, someone who grew up on this music, someone who's listened to the album and researched it, and someone who makes music themselves. I'm a rapper. I'm a hip-hop artist. I'm a guitar player. I love death metal. Everything. Come on, take it from me. Production, 10 out of 10. Rapping, 9 out of 10. Not saying that, you know, he wasn't holding back or anything, but he's like, hey, not focusing so much on the, you know, he was just like, let's knock these songs out. Okay? Features, everything on there. Album cover, badass album cover, simple. He's just like, whatever, you know what I mean? Everything on that album is just fucking badass. Go get it, go listen to it, study it. I studied this album since I was 14, 15, 16, every day. Just listening to it, just getting into it, you know? Really getting into it. Me Against the World and Don Illuminati 7 Day Theory, those are masterpieces, okay? Because there's so much focus and heart, okay? This album is a masterpiece in the big scheme, in the international, and the getting the attention. But Me Against the World and Don Illuminati are masterpieces in a Picasso kind of way, in a Leonardo da Vinci kind of way. Alright? So, One Love, Demise, Music and Entertainment, All Eyes on Me by Tupac. You already know what it is. It's been out for the longest time. I've researched and done all this stuff for years now. You already know what the top tracks are. Go listen to it again. Go show your kids. Go make sure that you're supporting the good heart music, you know what I mean? And these album covers, these album reviews are something that I will start doing from now on, because it's something that I'm great at. It's something that I love, okay? Demise Music and Entertainment, thank you all so much.